algebra, and this project represents the culmination of my work toward earning my master's degree at CUNY. Before I begin, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to CUNY University, to all my professors, especially Professor Nasreen, and to all my classmates for their guidance, support, and encouragement throughout this journey. My research investigates whether data-driven risk assessment tools truly work fairly within our local justice system here in Queens County in New York. Um, Pre-trial release is one of the most critical moments in justice. Judges must balance the presumptions of innocence against concerns for public safety. My motivation for this work comes from my professional goal to become a court officer and help ensure this process is both effective and fair. Many jurisdictions use tools like the Public Safety Assessment or PSA to guide these decisions. It generates risk scores based on criminal history, but my research asks a critical or crucial questions. Does this generic nationally designed tool work accurately and fairly in our specific community of Queens? I focused on three key questions. First, does the PSA actually predict re-arrest here? Second, can we build a better local model? And third, are the predictions fair across racial groups? To answer this, I analyzed public data from over 9,000 real cases in Queens from 2023 to 2024, reconstructing the PSA scores and tracking actual outcomes after cleaning the data, and so on. First, let's look at the PSA performance visually. The general trends is correct. Higher scores on the bottom do correlate with the higher rearrest rates. However, the relationship is inconsistent, and the violent rearrest rates on the right are very low across the board. Um, if you look at this table, the numbers confirms this. While the highest risk group has a 24% re-arrest rate, the progression is messy. Score 4 is actually riskier than score 5. Statistically, its overall accuracy is only slightly better than a coin flip. So I built a simple statistical model trained specifically on Queen's data to see if we could improve prediction by understanding local patterns. The results were clear. This chart compares the models. The red line is the generic PSA hovering near the random guess line. The blue and green lines are our local models, curving strongly into the top left corner, the sign of a good predictor. Our local model was significantly more accurate. But accuracy isn't everything. We must check for fairness. This chart reveals two critical issues. First, a massive overproduction problem. The model predicted a 35% risk for everyone, but the actual rate was only 8%. Second, this disparity, black defendants were 26% more likely to be falsely labeled high risk. So what does this mean? Local collaboration is essential. Generic tools underperform. Accuracy does not guarantee fairness. Our beta models was still deeply flawed. And finally, transparency and oversight are non-negotiable. These tools should inform, not replace, human judgment. As we know, data can guide us toward a better system, but it cannot replace the fundamental commitments to justice and equality that must remain at its core. Thank you so much for listening.